Congratulations. Obviously, Anastasia, was bringing a lot of hype. She moves the needle. She gets incredible traffic. But coming into this fight, what were you expecting from her, and how did the fight play out in terms of your anticipation for it?
I knew I was better on the ground. I expected a bit more from her standing. In our previous fights, there's been an awful lot more pressure. She's come forwards a lot more. So it was a bit hard, waiting for something that didn't really happen. So I had to go to her a bit more. And I don't know what the game plan was. Possibly clinching, but that didn't seem to work out very well for her.
Do you think it was because of your ability on the ground that made her pensive, so she was a lot more cautious in terms of pressuring you?
I hope so. I know Bellator said going into this that I think on Twitter she had 3 wins by submission out of 5. I think it's only 2, but yeah, she was never going to submit me. I could feel it. She just didn't have the jiu-jitsu for it.
Were you surprised by, I guess, her toughness at points? You looked to be in some very good positions. You were very close after you choked, but she was a very game competitor. Do you think it would become easier, maybe?
Not necessarily. I mean, she was super tough. She kept moving. She did what she needed to do to stay in the fight. I think maybe another 10-20 seconds, the end of the 3rd round, the position I had, belly down, I would have finished her, but I didn't get that early enough. But yeah, my jiu-jitsu worked. So.
What's kind of the situation, I guess, with contract-wise at the moment? Are you signed to Bellator, solely, or are you able to go elsewhere?
As far as I'm aware, it's exclusive. I've had 3 fights out of 4, so I guess it's up to my manager to go from here, really.
Do you feel like the development of the women's division in Bellator has been progressing well?
Yeah, I'm really impressed. I've fought 3 times since August, and that's after I asked for time off at the start of this year so that I could do some of the sort of big European jiu-jitsu competitions as well. So yeah, the division seems to be moving nicely.
And where do you see yourself in terms of the entire structure of that?
Near the top. But yeah, there's some big fights I think coming up next month, possibly in the division. So I guess it depends how they go, really.
Title on the mind?
Yes, I'd like one of the women who are fighting. I think there are 4 of them on the next card, or whatever card's next that has them on anyway. I wouldn't mind one of those.
Of course, the win's always important, but just how important was it to face someone like her that has that hype riding going into the fight? And do you think that you could maybe steal some of the limelight of her now?
I don't know. I suspect quite a lot of her following's Russian, so perhaps not. But yeah, it's good exposure, and I mean, she's super tough. She's got good striking, but I'm far more experienced, and she just hasn't fought anyone like me yet. So I was highly unlikely that she'd beat me. So yeah, it's nice to derail the hype train.